On July 4, 2009, McNair was found dead from multiple gunshot wounds, along with the body of a 20-year-old woman named Sahel, Jenni Kazemi, in a condominium rented by McNair in downtown Nashville. He was 36 years old. Kazemi and McNair had been previously involved with each other romantically. The day of the shooting, text messages between the pair were exchanged proclaiming their love to one another, in which Kazemi texted the victim, "You love me," in which McNair replied, "I love you, baby." There was also a conversation about financial issues where McNair transferred $2,000 to Kazemi, who claimed she was stressed and needed to pay her phone bill. McNair then offered to come over to check on her after she said her chest felt heavy. The night of his death, McNair put his children to bed. Then, at 11 p.m., he texted Kazemi, "On my way." McNair, who was believed to have been asleep on the couch when the shooting occurred, was shot twice in the body and twice in the head, with only one of the shots coming from closer than 3 feet, 0.9 minutes. After killing him, Kazemi sat on the couch beside him and shot herself in the temple. The bodies were discovered by McNair's friends Wayne Neely and Robert Gaddy, who called. The Nashville Police declared McNair's death a murder-suicide, with Kazemi as the perpetrator and McNair as the victim. The 9mm gun used was found under Kazemi's body, and later tests revealed trace evidence of gunpowder residue on her left hand. Kazemi had a worsening financial situation and also suspected that McNair was in another extramarital relationship. 2 days before their deaths, Kazemi was pulled over in a black 2007 Cadillac Escalade in Nashville. McNair was in the passenger seat, and Vent Gordon, a chef at a restaurant McNair owned, was in the back seat. The vehicle was registered in the names of both McNair and Kazemi. She was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. McNair was not arrested, instead leaving in a taxi with Gordon, despite Kazemi repeatedly asking the arresting officer to tell McNair to come to the police car to talk to her. However, McNair later bailed Kazemi out of jail. The police later stated that after being released from jail, Kazemi purchased the gun from a convicted murderer she met while looking for a buyer for her Kia. Titans owner Bud Adams released a statement regarding McNair. "We are saddened and shocked to hear the news of Steve McNair's passing today. He was one of the finest players to play for our organization and one of the most beloved players by our fans. He played with unquestioned heart and leadership and led us to places that we had never reached, including our only Super Bowl. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family as they deal with his untimely passing." In a statement to the AP, Ozzie Newsome, Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Baltimore Ravens, stated, "This is so sad. We immediately think of his family, his boys. They are all in our thoughts and prayers. What we admired most about Steve when we played against him was his competitive spirit, and we were lucky enough to have that with us for 2 years. He's one of the best players in the NFL over the last 20 years. The Titans held a 2-day memorial at LP Field on July 8 and 9, 2009, where fans could pay their last respects to McNair. Highlights of his career were played throughout each day, and fans were able to sign books that were later given to the McNair family. During the 2009 NFL season, every member of the Titans wore a commemorative 9 sticker placed on the back of each helmet to honor McNair. Funeral services held for McNair at the Reed Green Coliseum on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi on July 11. He was buried at Griffith Cemetery in Prentiss, Mississippi. McNair died without a last will and testament, and his assets were frozen pending probate of his estate. On October 15, 2010, it was reported that McNair's widow went to a Nashville judge and asked that at least a portion of the assets be unfrozen for his children's care and expenses until the estate matters were resolved in court. The judge agreed, and each of the 4 children received $500,000